I've climbed over 300 elo in the past 8 sets despite losing most leads. I'm going to talk about some of the techniques that I use to overcome these bad leads in today's video, and we're starting right now. What's going on, guys? ChillisFM here, and Abomasnow is honestly a pretty bad lead in the Remix Cup. I know, Wallower put out this team a few days ago, and at that time, Abomasnow might have been pretty great, but there is a ton of counter users or poison users out in the meta right now, so it's just losing lead after lead. I'm telling you, I probably only win 1 lead every 10 battles. That's it. Still, I've climbed over 300 elo using his team, and man, I love it. But it all comes down to knowing your advantages. So I'm going to talk about 3 different advantages in today's video. The first 2 are talked about pretty commonly. They're going to be switch advantage and shield advantage. Of course, switch advantage means you're able to align your Pokemon how you want them aligned, and shield advantage meaning you have more shields than your opponent. But the third one is rarely talked about, and it's going to be energy advantage. Energy advantage is so huge when you're overcoming bad leads. We're going to be jumping into some of the battles, and I can show you how I use it right now. Let's get going. Alright, jumping into the first battle, I'm up against Dr. Kinbone, and Dr. Kinbone brings a Frostlass lead. So Frostlass is not the worst lead that my Abomasnow can see, but it's definitely a lost lead. So I'm going to create myself an advantage by catching the Avalanche on my Rainy Cast form. I'm saving all that energy on my Abomasnow while I am wasting all of their energy. So that's a little bit of an energy advantage that I already have, and now they bring in Mandibuzz. So I can go straight for the Thunder against this Mandibuzz. They will be able to outpace me to the Foul Play, but Foul Play won't do too much to my Rainy Cast form. I can easily eat one. I should be able to reach Thunder before they get to a second one. Yes, I do. This will do a lot of super effective damage, but it will not one-shot the Mandibuzz. They don't have to shield here. Yeah, so if I would have got shield advantage, that would have been great, but if not, this is fine too, because now they are in farm down range for my Abomasnow, which will give me even more energy on Abomasnow. So yeah, that was smart of them to throw the next Foul Play. Otherwise, I would have reached another Weather Ball, which would have threatened a shield from them. But like I said, I can come in and just commit to the farm down here. Yes, I have to eat an Aerial Ace, but Aerial Ace is not a great move, so it's only going to put me in the yellow, not the red. That's fine by me. I'm able to farm down. I have 1.5 energy balls ready to go. I can throw the first one immediately into this Frostlass. We'll see if they respect it. If not, it will put them very low. They do respect it. Now I'm going to take this shield advantage, and I'm going to swap over into my Jellicent. I can go straight for the Shadow Ball if I wanted to, but that's not what you want to do. What you want to do is continue to create that energy advantage. So I overfarm and they come in with Whiscash. So either way, going Shadow Ball was fine, but you gotta watch the catch, because if they would have caught on something that resisted, such as maybe an Obstagoon, then I would have been in a depot, and that's not what we want. So I'm able to throw the first Shadow Ball, and they're going to have to spam out quite a few Mud Bombs. Now I'm going to build up to 100 energy before I make a decision here. So here's another Mud Bomb. It will not take me out, and I'm going to keep farming up. Look at all this energy I have. My switch clock is up now, so I'm going to come in with my Abomasnow, and since I had extra energy on Abomasnow, I'm able to throw this Weather Ball, which will put the Whiscash very low. Now I undercharge because I want my Abomasnow to also be low. I don't want to give up free energy to their Frostlass, and they throw the Mud Bomb. So that's perfect. Now Frostlass comes in and 1 Powder Snow takes me out. I can throw this first Shadow Ball into this Frostlass. This should get the shield off them unless they think it's a Bubble Beam bait, which they don't. It gets the shield, and 1 more bubble. I will be at the next Shadow Ball. I have to shield up their Avalanche, but they are not at 2. So 1 more, yeah, so I should be able to get to the Shadow Ball right here. This will take out Frostlass, and then 1 or 2 more bubbles will take out Whiscash. So you can see how holding on to energy on my Abomasnow, farming down that Mandibuzz, and then saving all this energy on my Jellicent really gave me big advantages, and that's what energy advantage does. Alright, jumping into the next battle, I have Abomasnow up against one of the hardest counters for Abomasnow. It's a Sunny Cast form. They're doing double super effective damage with Ember, and they answer my Rainy Cast form with a Victory Bell. So I'm going to build up almost to the Thunder. I'm going to throw this Weather Ball at the last second. If they think it's the Thunder, they might give a shield. It is still resisted, but it would do a lot of damage. No, they no shield. Good call by them. Now I'm going to wait out my switch clock till it's at 0, and I'm going to bring in my Abomasnow. Abomasnow can easily farm down. If they throw at me, so be it. I'm going to eat it no matter what. If it's a Sludge Bomb, it will hurt, but it will not one-shot. but they don't throw at all, which is an amazing play by them because that prevented my switch clock from being up. Now I have to throw this weather ball and my switch clock is still not going to be up. Look, I'm trying to get out, and I'm going to save all this energy though. I'm definitely going to get out and save the energy. I'm not going to throw at them again, even though I am very, very low. That energy can come in handy later. So they answer my Jellicent with a Empoleon, which is not the best answer for my Jellicent, but they do still have 2 shields. So I'm going to have to eat at least 1 Drill Peck here because I know that cast form can get to a Solar Beam potentially, and I need to save a shield for that. So I eat the first Drill Peck, and I can go for another Shadow Ball here. Now I definitely should have overfarmed. I should not have clicked on the Shadow Ball here. This is definitely a mistake, but I'm going to try to undercharge it just barely. I really don't know if this would keep them alive or not, but they showed, so that actually helps me a lot. They're going to be throwing at me again soon, but I'm going to try to snipe them with the Energy Ball from Abomasnow. I'm able to get it off. That is wonderful. Now all that is left is that Sunny Cast Form. Sunny Cast Form comes in, 1 more Ember takes me out, but I have some energy on my Jellicent. They're throwing a Weather Ball here. I can shield this, and hopefully they're not at 2. If they're not at 2, I can throw the Shadow Ball, and yes, I'm able to get the Shadow Ball off, even though I overtap. So saving that energy on Jellicent and saving energy on my Abomasnow earlier definitely helped me win that game. Again, energy advantage coming in clutch. Alright, so in the next one, I'm up against an Obstagoon lead. Obstagoon, of course, beats both my Abomasnow and my Jellicent, so that's a pretty bad lead for me. And most people would say that you gotta stay in, let your Abomasnow get taken out, and then bring in your Rainy Cast Form to try to take out the Obstagoon. But I don't believe that because think about it, if I do that, and then they swap out their Obstagoon, then they have energy on their Obstagoon to throw at my Jellicent, and it's just going to be a disaster. So I'm going to come in with my Rainy Cast Form, go for the Thunder against this Golbat. That way I either get shield advantage or energy advantage. I want to have some advantage. Whereas if I threw the Weather Ball and they no-shielded, then I don't have either advantage. So, by the way, shout out to the 64 Ninja for teaching me that. He has his own YouTube channel now where he posts some of his coaching sessions, and you will learn a ton from them. So, head over to his channel. I'll link it in the description below. I highly recommend it. You'll learn so much. So I come in with my Abomasnow and I'm able to farm down the Golbat. Now I only got a little bit of energy from that, so I'm going to have to immediately swap into my Jellicent to try to have a little bit better of a matchup against this Obstagoon, but they are going to be able to throw this Night Slash at me. It's going to hurt. I'm not going to shield the first one though in case they get the boost, and I'm going to overfarm energy. That way I was ready for whatever they had in the bag, and yeah, they swap out into a Froslass. I'm going straight for the Shadow Ball. Boom, it lands and it almost one-shots Froslass. I'm going to be able to bubble down before they even get to an Avalanche, and now I have so much energy for this Obstagoon. I can throw this first Ice Beam into it, and then I can shield after that. Yeah, they're going to be able to get to another Night Slash here, but I have 2 shields. So I'm going to use 1 here, and then I can either just try to bubble down, or I can come in and Powder Snow down with my Abomasnow. Since I led with the Abomasnow, I'm trying to flex a little bit. So I come in with Abomasnow, and I'm going to Powder Snow down. I can eat this, whatever it is, Cross Chop, Night Slash, I don't care. I'm flexing. So GG's, well played to my opponent, but overfarming with Jellicent along with giving myself an advantage by taking the shield or swap with my Rainy Cast Form is really what won me that game. So into the next one, up against a Nidoqueen lead. So Nidoqueen is very tough because they have Poison Fang, which will do a lot of super effective damage to my Abomasnow, or it will debuff whatever I catch on. But I am going to make them waste their energy and catch on my Rainy Cast Form. They bring in Jellicent. If I can reach this Thunder, it will either give me a shield or switch advantage. However, they throw immediately, so I'm going to eat whatever they throw here. It is the Shadow Ball and it almost takes me out, so that was a little bit scary, but I'm still going to be able to throw this Weather Ball. Hopefully they think I'm at the Thunder, but I wasn't really close, so yeah, they're not going to shield that. They are going to be able to farm me down, but they have basically no energy. So now I can come in with my Abomasnow, and I know my Abomasnow wins CMP, so I'm going to wait till they're at the next Shadow Ball, and then I'm going to throw, really maximizing my energy before I throw. Now, if they bring in Nidoqueen, yeah, I would have had a Weather Ball ready to go for them, so instead they have to bring in their Obstagoon. So I can still chunk this Weather Ball at them. I overfarm just a little bit so I have energy if I need it for the Nidoqueen later on, and I'm going to bring in my Jellicent. Now, they're going to stay in here because of their Obstagoon has a much better matchup here than their Nidoqueen does, and I'm going to, again, overfarm by quite a bit. If they want to swap in their Nidoqueen, I want to be ready for it. So again, they're throwing here. I am going to start shielding at this point, and now I have a lot of energy, so I go for the Ice Beam, but they actually swap at the same time, which is so good for me because if they no shield, it's going to nearly one-shot the Nidoqueen. And look at this, I'm able to farm down, clean farm down. Now I have a ton of energy again for this Obstagoon. I can dump the first Ice Beam into it right now. They have to give up their shield, and they are out of shields at this point. So I can shield up this, and I should be able to outpace them just barely to the next Ice Beam. It is going to be very, very close. So this was a little bit risky, but yeah, I get there. This is a false CMP tie, so this Ice Beam will land, and then hopefully they did click on their button. So yeah, so I am also wasting their energy right here. After this, Abomasnow can come in and probably just farm down, but since I kept a little bit of extra energy on it, I'm actually able to make it to another Weather Ball just to secure this win. So that's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. They did have a hard answer for me in the front and a hard answer for my Jellicent in the back, but I'm still able to take the win, again, because how I played the energy advantage. So you can see that was a 5-0. I've had a lot of 5-0s with this team, otherwise I wouldn't have climbed 300 points in just 8 sets. Yeah, and we got a Mewtwo. But let's move on into some more battles. Jumping into the next battle, Abomasnow is up against a Frostlass lead. So Frostlass is definitely pretty popular. By the way, Frostlass actually beats both Abomasnow and Jellicent as well. But again, we're going to create myself an energy advantage by catching on Cast Form. They always throw on 6. I don't know if it's just me, but they're throwing as soon as they get to Avalanche, which is fine with me. I waste their energy. Now they stay in here. I'm going to go for the Weather Ball. If I can chip them, that is great for me, but they actually do swap. So they banked a move on their Frostlass. They created themselves an energy advantage, and they caught on Mandibuzz. So Weather Ball still hits for neutral, so I was fine with that, and I should be able to reach a Thunder still. So here's the first foul play. This will not take out my Cast Form. By the way, my Rainy Cast Form is slightly excelled. I think it's level 43, but a regular Rainy Cast Form will work in this team. So I can go for the Thunder here. This puts them very low, but it does not take them out. So great call by my opponent, knowing that they could survive that. I am going to no shield here because I want to keep playing the energy game. I care less about having switch advantage because, like I said, Jellicent's going to lose to Frostlass anyways. So I can shield up the Avalanche here, and I'm going to immediately throw my energy ball. Well, I overfarm by a little bit because, again, having extra energy can be good. If they no shield this, I want it to be ahead on energy for whatever's in the back, but they're going to give me up a shield anyways. So I'm going to overfarm by a little bit more. And I was wanting to catch this next Avalanche on my Jellicent, but I did miscount. So no big deal. I can still overfarm by quite a bit. Look at all this energy I have, and I'm going to go for the Weather Ball here. Now this is on purpose. This is not going to KO this Frostlass, but I'm thinking I can catch this next Avalanche, and yeah, I catch the next Avalanche. So I have a ton of energy on my Abomasnow. Now that's a pretty risky play. I don't necessarily recommend that. That's probably not a good way to coach, but that is definitely creating the biggest advantage possible for myself. In the back, they do have Whiscash, so I can go for the Shadow Ball here. They no-shield the first one, and they're going to have to throw quite a few Mud Bombs to take out my Jellicent. So here's the first one, and yeah, no big deal. Am I able to reach the next Shadow Ball? I am, but it is a CMP tie. Still, this Mud Bomb is not going to take me out. They could Mud Shot me down afterwards, though, so I do have to watch out for that. Here's the Shadow Ball. This will get their last shield for sure, though, and my switch clock is almost up. So after that, I can come in with my Abomasnow. One Weather Ball will take out this Whiscash, and then I am one more Powder Snow away from the next one, and this will take out the Frostlass. So that's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I made a risky play, but it paid off this time. If I wouldn't have caught the Avalanche, though, and they hit me with a Shadow Ball, that would have been game over for me. Alright guys, I have a couple more battles to go through, but if you learned anything from today's video, make sure you hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel and you want to see more of these educational type videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. I'll definitely make sure I put out some more in the future. So I'm up against an Escavalier lead. That's a terrible lead for my Abomasnow. They're resisting everything that I throw while doing super effective damage with both counters and Aerial Ace or Mega Horn, whichever one they have, and then they swap in a Wigglytuff to answer for my Rainy Cast form. So I built up to the Thunder to threaten their shield, and I got the shield. Now I can spam out some Weather Balls here, and if they don't throw at me, I should be able to get to another Weather Ball, which would still take them out, I believe. So it's going to be very close. Yeah, I would have got there. So they have to throw this Play Rough at me, and after that, my Abomasnow can come in and farm down, which will be some nice energy for my Abomasnow. So let's see. Oh man, look at all this farm I'm getting. I'm at an Energy Ball now. Energy Ball is double resisted. We don't want to throw that, but still I can throw this Weather Ball, and Escavalier is fairly glassy in the Great League, so it's going to do a nice chunk of damage even though it's resisted. After that, I bring out my Jellicent, and I don't care what this Escavalier throws at me. It's not going to do that much damage, so I'm going to no shield whatever they throw here, and it's actually the Acid Spray, so great call on my part. But what do they have in the back? So I'm going to overfarm. I don't want them to get to another move, so I am going to throw the Ice Beam. Now, I was expecting a catch. That's why I went with Ice Beam instead of Shadow Ball, but they did not catch. And they have Shadow Gramble in the back, so I can go for this Shadow Ball. This should get the shield, otherwise it will one-shot this Granbull. And yeah, they're able to charm me down. Those charms do so much. Can I make it to the Energy Ball? I need the Energy Ball, and I lag when I was one powder stone away. Oh my gosh. Niantic tried to give my opponent the win here, but I'm still able to get the Energy Ball off just barely. And that does take out the Shadow Gramble. So that's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent. Energy advantage coming in clutch. All right, jumping into the final battle, I'm going to have Abomasnow up against a Melmetal lead. Now, Melmetal, of course, beats my entire team, so this is going to be rough, but at least I can bring out my Rainy Cast form and hit them back for neutral, whereas with Abomasnow, everything would be resisted. So I'm going straight for the Weather Ball here since they are staying in, and it lands and puts them in the yellow. That's great for me. Now, they are throwing, this could be the Superpower or Rock Slide, or it could be Thunderbolt, but not many run Thunderbolt, so I'm not going to shield, and it is the Rock Slide. It hurts, but I'm okay. They bring out Whiscash, and I'm going straight for the Weather Ball here. This will do some nice neutral damage, at least to chip away at this Whiscash. Now, what they do here is very smart. They're going to be building up so that they have a Mud Bomb and a Blizzard ready, so that way they can throw a Blizzard into my Abomasnow after they come out of this. They do have to eat another Weather Ball, and they don't shield. They know that they can survive it. Now they're throwing the Mud Bomb. This will almost take out my Rainy Cast form. Yeah, one more Mud Shot does it. So I'm thinking that they're at the Blizzard. I'm going to come in with Jellicent and hope that they blind throw the Blizzard. However, they threw one more Mud Shot, so I know this is not the Blizzard. It's going to be a Mud Bomb, and they're probably going to get to a second one as well. So that was a really good play by my opponent. I am going to have to eat both Mud Bombs. It will put me close to the yellow. So we'll see what they want to do now. They come back in with Melmetal, and I know that they would double shield their Melmetal, so I'm going to try to bubble all the way down. If I have to use both shields, that's fine. I will have a ton of energy on my Jellicent. Maybe they're weak to Jellicent in the back. So they're at the next Rock Slide right here. I am going to use my second shield, and then I'm going to try to farm down. Once I'm at 100 energy, I'm going to swap over to Abomasnow and try to farm down. Yes, I get the farm down. So I have 100 energy on Jellicent and a little bit of energy on Abomasnow, and in the back they have Nidoqueen. So Nidoqueen is still tough. They're doing super effective damage with all their poison type moves, and they're going to get to the Poison Fang very quickly. Now I will survive this, so hopefully I can get to another Weather Ball to snag that second shield off of them, but we'll see. So come on. And they try to catch on Whiscash, which allows me to get to this next Weather Ball. This will get their final shield, and then I have a Ice Beam ready on my Jellicent. So my opponent definitely helped me out there. I really appreciate it, opponent. I possibly could have won this anyway since I was only one bubble away from another Ice Beam, but it would have been a lot more close if they did not try to catch that. So GG's, well played to my opponent. Again, thank you for help. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video and learned something from it. If you have, make sure you hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below what you thought. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. But until next time, this is ChillisFM reminding you to always keep pushing forward.